When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3. Clock at 4. Here's Murray. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Conley. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Randall against Brown. Gobert, no good. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. B.A., they're tough.
And Minnesota with possession here. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. That shot wide open.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Now here's Gordon. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. The shot won't fall. Good D by Gobert. McDaniels with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Now here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Brown grabs the board.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Jokic with a screen on Conley. Murray passes to Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And that time, Jokic having the play created for him. And he obliges with the bucket.
And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Watson passes to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
Here's Watson. They get the rebound. Here's Jokic. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Denver. They're up by 2. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Cameron Johnson out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Jamal Murray, then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Murray. Puts up a 3. Murray with the 3-ball.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots weren't dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their games.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring.
Let's go with a 3. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Definitely a volume shooter from range. DiVincenzo lurks on the perimeter looking for these openings to strike.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Shannon. And it's Edwards in for Dillingham. And then for Denver, Nikola Jokic comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Aaron Gordon subbed in for Hardaway. 1:46 left in the second period. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Guys, back over to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Stan, Rudy Gobert, he can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, BA. And he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career.
Here is DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Back to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's the three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. Jokic, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside, DiVincenzo. Launches a three. The shot no good. Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Nuggets ahead, up 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the big half-court shot. Give me your beat. They're taking him off the side. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Welcome to our halftime show. Some excellent basketball so far with Denver in a close game.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Bulls, don't let a lack of focus steal one from you. Overlooking lesser opponents, but that's when they come and they bite you.
I overlook all opponents.
In terms of what? Height? Confidence? Both? Don't even answer. I know the answer. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jamal Murray.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's Conley in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance here.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Now here's Randall. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Edwards hits from beyond the arc.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Randall, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Tries it from the top of the key, and Edwards with the basket on the assist from Randall. Edwards has got 7 now in this quarter. And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checking out some numbers for Nikola Jokic. And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready for work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that, guys.
Has him bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Edwards, that's good.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Gordon. Murray deciding where to go with it. Now Watson. Shot to stop the run. And Conley grabs the miss. Here's McDaniels. For 3, Randall. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. The drive by Brown. And he lays it up and in. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, Brown just putting his head down. If you're going to drive, you have to commit.
For 3, Randall. No good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Murray. Oh, Murray with the touch inside.
Well, that's just a terrific move. Murray's so skilled at creating space off the dribble.
Now here's Edwards. For 3, Randall. And he can't get that one. 3/4 of play and a close one here. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Denver. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Watson in at the three, small forward. Now here's Edwards. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Brown fires. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
Here's Murray to tie it up. Ooh, the shot misses. Edwards against Brown. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Outside Murray. Here's Jokic. Shot from 12. McDaniels with a rebound. There's 1:38 left in the game. Now Gobert. 6 to shoot. Now McDaniels. Oh, off target from downtown. Here's Gordon. Oh, it misses.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
That's all.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Jokic. No match for the Joker.
Well, it doesn't matter what pressure you put on him. Jokic always remains steady on offense.
Brown against Edwards. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul. McDaniels, the three is in.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the three, that really helps their spacing.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
It's money from deep.
Coming up big for his squad. Gordon doesn't back down from the big moment.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Edwards.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They're trailing by 5. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfect.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Murray. It's good from beyond the arc.
And what makes Murray so valuable? He doesn't just look for himself. He can also create for others.
And so they foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Brown fires, buries it from outside.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here. Thanks, Allie. Great.